Hi, Sharon LaFlamme from Creating Serenity Now, here to help you push things away, either in your imagination, to help you feel better. So we want to feel better in our bodies. And as a somatic experiencing practitioner, I help support you with some ideas of some body-based ways of feeling better. Sometimes things come up and we really need to feel them, but sometimes we don't have the capacity to feel them. And it builds and it builds and it builds. And so if we can't feel it, sometimes we can push it away. And the VU sound, which I have spoken to many of you about, really helps recalibrate the nervous system. And all you do is like take in a full breath, easy breath, nothing substantially large, like that's really struggling. And you let it out with this VOO, V-O-O. You could also growl, you could hum, you could change this. But the VOO, and you can make it deep and guttural, which I advised, like deep in the gut, let it come from the soul. And that will, as you push out the breath right to the very end, let that VOO, VOO. And I know it's sometimes hard for this to recognize the VOO, but I am going to do one with you, but I'm going to add something. So if something's really getting to you and you can't feel it, you can't allow it to show up, you can't let it go, you're pushing it down, you're resisting it. What about if you push it away? What if it's an image or a concept, or it's a person bothering you, or it's a thing bothering you, it's an idea bothering you, it's something. You could bring in that breath, let it out with a VOO, and then slowly push. Imagine now, VOO. This is the idea of something I have to do that's really bothering me, maybe a conflict arising, and pushing it away, and have that thought in your mind's eye as you push it away. And you may want to do this a couple times with the VOO and see if that helps. There's a part of us, I call our inner spark, there's a part of us that really wants to show up for ourselves. Sometimes we need like a competent protector or some support or help because that spark just isn't enough. So I also want you to consider bringing in somebody or something. And I've got a few ideas and I'd love to hear some of the ideas you come up with. But it could be like a superhero, a Wonder Woman or a Batman or Spider-Man that shows up. For me, I used to love Pegasus. I believed I could fly away, and I believed we could all fly. Or it might be your dog, or it might be one of your parents, or it might be a grandparent, or somebody that you know that would step up for you and support and protect you. You could have an ideal, archangel, God, Greek God, something, somebody, a higher self, somebody that shows up and supports that inner spark that wants to make sure you're safe and protected. And that way you can get out of this survival state, which is your body set up to protect, protect, protect. And so with that, practice pushing away when you can't let it up. See if you could just push it away someplace safe. It's not going to go away for good, but just push it away, compartmentalize it, put it somewhere so it's out of your body for just a bit to give you some peace, serenity inside. And I hope these have been helpful for you, and I hope you consider subscribing and maybe sending it to somebody you care about, commenting, liking, and continue to take care of yourself, your inner spark. Namaste.